Hey everybody, lovely internet today. Lovely internet. I don't mean that. It sucks. I don't know what the fuck its problem is today. So we start here in just a little bit. When we're starting the show off, we got to make Yule, everybody. That's right, our cartographer. We were playing. We were playing in the pre beta time frame. So we have to make sure that we got him done and ready to rock and roll. And then from there, we will pick up where we left off, going up the lift after fighting the stone colossal fire-eyed creature with Sofix and Yule. Problem is, 17 Dark Mantles showed up when we were on the lift. Last thing we had done is rolled for a scroll that may save our lives. A scroll of silence. Cartographers aren't as good with scrolls as regular people because they roll with a 12 plus the level. So anyway, we're getting into this. The Streamloot cards are now open. For those of you who have cards, they are still there. They haven't changed. They haven't gone away. They're still there for you.
Fool.
Smarter.
Faster. Stronger.
I'm quicker.
Well, hello, everybody. It has been a little while since we have picked up the mantle of Breachers. I'm kind of redoing some of the overlays and touching them up a little bit. We're going to test a couple things to make sure everything will work. We have some new dice for the show today. I picked up a con, which we should probably find those. What did I do with them is the question. Where are them dice? Where are them dice? See they in here? Dice. Oh, I know where they are. And this big old thing. We'll have to set up some PDF. Get ready. We'll have to make Yule. As we get into Breachers in Shadowdark. It's been a while. So we haven't done this since June. I guess it hasn't really been that long. Basically, once the summer month started, I'd take a break. Because I was working all the time. This isn't even the right color for Yule. These are not the Yule dice we were looking for. Oops. I gave somebody the Yule dice. I didn't realize it. I gave somebody the Yule dice. My bad. My bad. Well, we'll use these for Yule. They should be legible. We'll use these for Sofix. Alright. Put these back away. This is one of those big tray pieces. So. I have everything open already. We have to size our PDF, though. I think that's where we're going to start. We're just going to start right into getting our character made. Oh, no, I'll just buy the same ones again. I want the full set of these anyway, because they read well in stream. They read well in stream. So, let me get good old Acrobat open. See how much this thing chokes today on us, shall we? Because it does like to choke. It does like to choke. I vaguely remember the sizing for this. So let's go over to that and see if it is actually a functional piece. All right, so this is our workspace for those who don't remember. It's been a season, right? This first part doesn't get recorded. It doesn't get recorded, like, for people to see later until we start...
Serving hands played this card.
We start the actual adventure. This is just us getting in the groove. We're going to set up Yule, do a little chatty. And then once we got all that done, we'll actually go into recording and playing. I had to bring some coffee up, though. Nice. So let's see if Acrobat is going to work today. Ooh, she did. She wasn't mad out of the gate. So this is Sofix. I am working on a Breacher character sheet. I started that a couple weeks ago. Hoping I can have that out as a pay what you want PDF for people. Free for Patreon members, though. Just want to make sure we got it hidden behind this, right? There we go. So this is Sofix. Sofix is level 3 Berserker, which is our newest, not our newest, our second newest class. We decided to play tester here to make sure that, you know, we're getting things done. And she's got some air time because she deserved air time. Right? So you can see she got a high strength, decent dex, good con. Well, actually, in Shadowdark, these are all great. High strength, high dex, high con. Okay, int. Okay, no wisdom, good charisma. She's all around just an A-lister. Like, this girl is just made to win. And we roll these stats random for all of our characters, by the way. We rolled all these stats random. Over on this side, we have our cheater setup. Let me pull this out a little bit. For all of our stuff. Oh no, how did this get here? He's not here today. He's not here. They did announce they finished filming. They finished filming the new Crystal Lake series. So, we have my set of dice is the bad guy. Right? The pink ones have been our killers. According to Nick, pink is the best dice as GM to win. We have a set of blue dice, so usually are the Lancer, but we're going to use this for one of the two today. And then we have another set. So we at least have two clear sets so we can see whom's who. I need to pick up some purple ones for him. That's what I need to do. I usually have a second light on over here, coming this way, but it is in a bag right now, and I am not going to pull it out. And I don't think it's necessary. I think this is readable enough. I have our DCs across the bottom. On page 53. I've got our tower with our information set up, which is just what I've been drawing on the side, for those who don't remember. Right? On this side, I wrote down all of our episodes that we have done so far. All of them. We're going to need this as well. This is our color for this show. That's all set. Yeah, it's Nick's favorite set, right? And I have all 12 episodes over here. We've only done 3 episodes of these 2. And for those who don't remember, Wukong, Pan, and Zagmar, which are our Cyanite, our Dungeon Chef, and our Lancer, are all alive. They all survived everything. I don't actually know how that happened, but it did. We don't know if our wonderful Spider Merchant is still alive. Last we saw, he was facing down a lich, and we were deciding if we were going to run or not with our 3 other heroes. Right? So we don't know if he's still alive. I hope so. I have his die and everything ready to go. It's sitting over to the side. On top of that, these are 2 brand new classes, which I'm going to pull up our books for, because we're going to need them for everything else. Pull up our core PDFs. Allergies are suddenly kicking my ass. So we are going to need our Berserker. Let's open her up. Why is it the print bleed? We want the non-print bleed version, sorry. We want the optimized version. All right. So here's our Berserker class. Just so we have it, right? Then we're going to need the Cartographer one, which is what we're going to work on right now. Okay. Let's get rid of this. So we have our Sofix sheet, our Berserker, and we have our Cartographer. And this is what we're going to build. We're going to build this out today. I don't know why. This is very off-center. I'm looking at my overlays right now, sorry. I think I actually had this closer to this size on the screen originally. Kind of changed some of my edicts and setup, right? Like how I do things on these shows. The next thing that I need, we are going to need Owlbear Rodeo. Which I also have conveniently ready. We're going to need that to make our adventure happen. Which I think is this one. Yep. All right, so let's turn up the web. And let's turn off Acrobat for a second so you all can see. We are currently in this old, we believe it's a mining shaft. We're not positive. We were seeking vengeance. We killed the person who apparently killed our brother, found out there are more of them somewhere. We got to camp in an old site. We got in a huge fight while we were here. Fell down. Actually climbed away because we couldn't kill the Cyclops. Climbed through all of this, and then we're now in this lift. We fell in the river and went down, if I remember correctly. And then we took the river across this bridge back up And we ended up there. We're trying to make it up so that we can get back to the road we know, back to the secret path we know, and then back to safety. That's our game plan. What's up, Drew? How are you? That's our game plan. But for now, we need to make our cartographer. So let me grab... It'd be really nice if I can remember where the fuck I put the sheets for this. I don't remember. Get breachers open. I can say how happy I am with the fact that I know Drew has known me long enough. When D&D 3.0, 3.5 came out, I was at Gen Con in Milwaukee. And the guy who created the old 3rd edition covers was there. Now, I don't know if you guys remember the old 3rd edition covers, 3.0, 3.5. They were actual sculptures. Like actual sculptures. Hold on here. Let me see if we can find this. Dungeons and Dragons 3.5 actual cover 3.5 covers. Cover sculptures. Let's see if we can find them. I think it was 3.5. Yeah. These books here were actual sculptures. Like physical products that a guy built these fucking things. I have pictures of it somewhere. But this monster manual was real. The guy really made it. Every one of those. Try original. Like, I think this is it. Kind of. No, they were big too. They were like this fucking big. Yeah, like buying the jewels and shit. Yeah. Yeah. The classic. I don't know, man. There's something about the physical representation of it. Who built the covers? Let's find that out. D&D 3.5, who made the covers? Cover artist. Let's see if we can find out who the cover artist was. Todd Lockwood. Todd Lockwood. Sculptures. It was inspirational to me at the time. Like, it really, really was. And I realized then... Was it him? No. It's him, man. That doesn't seem right. Dungeons & Dragons 3.5. 3.5. Core book cover artist. Was it 3.0? Was it not 3.5? Wait, was it maybe 3? Was it 3.0? Do you remember, Drew? Let's try this. Oh, yeah, it was 3.5.
I, Arthur, was to carry Excalibur.
Tyler Rubarts 1 played this card.
There you go.
Blah, blah,
Look at that.
blah.
Look at this. Continue the site. This guy was a god. Like, I don't know, man. Had gears in it. Had working pieces. This is the DM's book. such a fucking cool, like, this was something that made me want to make things again. Like, I was in college, leaving college, which, bad experience. And as I was getting out of it, I went to Gen Con. I haven't been since I went with my uncle, who's a big D&D head. And my buddy Todd, who's been on a lot of the shows over the years, a good friend. We were just starting to play games together, and he was still working for Walden Books when it was open, if memory serves. And he's like, well, I'll be there. Come by the booth. And I did. And on the way to his booth, there was this set up with the DMG, the Monster Manual, and the Player's Handbook. I'll never forget it. And I went and bought, at the next Gen Con, a leather, like, book that was, like, hardwood underneath that really made me want to be, like, in D&D, in tabletop, in making things. Because this stuff was just so gorgeous to me. It's like, I want my world of Athontia, because I was doing Athontia back then, to look like this. To be these physical representations of awesome. Like, he built the fucking Psionics Handbook. He built this. So, it was always really, something that always made me really happy to see in public. Every one of these was a real book. Like that. I don't know what happened to them all. Here, yeah, look at this. Look at that shit. It's a case with a book in it, so you can ship it, man. Anyway. It was important to me to be able to see that stuff growing up and wanting to make things. It's the reason that, again, I was like, I love iconic design. I think it stands out on a shelf more than art. So that's why we have the Berserker, the Breachers, and the Cartographer and the Breacher logo. That's where that came from. I don't know if I ever told the story why I thought iconic design was so good. It comes from his stuff where the books look like books, like these old tomes, something that was important. And that concept brought my idea for, like, I love iconic design for shit. Let me fix this though. All right. So anyway, a little rant, but necessary rant. So let me now I need to find a blank character sheet in Shadowdark. I remember this sheet being a bitch to find, so hopefully I did the right thing, which is I make notes, and then I go back and fix them. But that doesn't mean I... 410, right? Day before my birthday? That seems right. Yep. All right, everybody. So let's get our baby boy. Let's get Yule here. I'm gonna get his art because I have all the art. I changed Sofix too, so it's remember the Sofix was the old blue one originally. Let's get our little boy here. Your little boy. Bye now. Okay. Nodaria, yeah. It was Nodaria. You're right, Drew. It was Nodaria. We do need rations. You are correct. But we're on a lift getting ready to die. Was that journal that one? No, it was... It was this. Yeah, actually. It was this one. But it dry rotted over the years and separated. So I would have to add some new paging to here and glue it back in. So I'd have to put a piece here and bind it here again because I can't lose the first page because this is the description of Nodaria. The foundation of the world. Because I don't know if you see this. When I was doing the foundation for it, I was drawing out what I wanted my realms to, or my planes to look like here. But yeah, this is the original Nodarian book. Original Nodaria. Oh, if that wasn't stolen from me. Nah, I can't use glue for it. It won't. Glue binding won't work. That's why I cracked. I would need to get it pulled out, and they would have to make new binding stitching for it. There's a binder down the street. This thing fixes for me. It'd be like $50, $60. Maybe more. But I kind of want to get it fixed by them. I haven't taken it back. Anyway. Is this the right button? It is. So. Let's take a look at this. I kind of want this PDF to be bigger, but we'll zoom it in. So I have Yule's stat line, surprisingly. If you don't remember, I rolled his stats with you all before we got started. So we already have some of the work done for the little guy. So let me flip back. I think it was in episode 2. Yep. So Yule's stat line. How are we doing this, by the way? I need to look at this. Okay. So let me do a file save as. We're going to save this first. No, fuck you. No, fuck you. Cancel. Okay. Cancel. Acrobat Baby is making me madder and madder every time I use it. Save as. Let's go to PC Sheets. And let's do Yule. Level 3. All right. So stats go on the left. Okay, stats go on the left. So we have for his stats, a 10. Oh, that's a 20. That's not what we want. We have a 10. We have a 14. We have a 10. We have a 16. 16. 14. All right. Let's look and see. Hey, Kyle. I do have a clamp to help fix that. It's weird. So, all right, look. So, yes, I do. Thank you. It actually is holding books right now. But you can see how this is split. And you see it's an old glue bind. So, basically, I learned a lot about making books over the last year. Basically, this is attached to the cover, right? So what would happen is this would have to peel, but there's nothing to glue it to because it would have to get glued here. Well, it can't. There's frayed edges here. And it's attached here, and it's attached in the back. You have to have a sheet go over this in order to attach it. And the fact that this is glued is the fucking problem. But it's glued and stitched. So if you see this is part of the stitching wrap to give the fabric, it's a fabric spine with glue over it to give it toughness. But my dumbass left it in the car, and I think the sun rotted it. So, head to switch to PDF gear. I'm not sure what you're talking about, Michael. So, I have to have more than a page, unfortunately. Because if I had a page in the front, it's just going to rip that page. So I'd have to ask them on how to bind it. I think they would take it all out, and they'd probably pull the binding off, and they'd probably re-seam a leaflet in and put that leaflet on the front, so we would add about 6 pages, and then they would glue it back down. That's my guess. Now, we still have more to get up, so let me get other character stuff in place here. So we pull up the premium. This is where usually the game starts to break down. The PDF reader starts to break down when I have this many things open. But we're going to do it anyway. Because I don't fucking care. The fact that PDF readers can't handle this shit pisses me off. One more. I feel it choking. It was choking there. Oh, PDF gear. It's okay. Yeah, but I can't edit with it. That's why I don't use it. So that's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. Yule's right. So I'm going to have to... I'm going to widen this a little bit. Let me see how it looks on screen here. That's not bad. I just need to fix the PDF reader over here. Let's see here. You guys can't see it, but my vertical one, Acrobat, is now kind of off the screen. There we go. All right. So we know this about Yule. We can go grab his abilities. Pardon? Who's talking? Yeah, dude, it doesn't give a fuck about my feelings. So I put ancestries in here. I kind of want to cut this. I want to make sure I copy the style. So we're going to kind of do this in all of these so we have them, right? Right? We know his name is Yule. No last name, though. Oh, wait, whoops. Yule. So Yule is dropping cards right now. EFP. He is a cartographer. Right? He is a halfling. He is level 3. We know he is good. What is her experience? Because it would be the same. Oh, we just hit 3. That's right. So experience is 0. We can go to the cartographer. Oh, let's see. This is what I don't want. I want to view it in single page mode. Single page. Oh, it's already choking. PDF reader's thinking. He just turned white, everybody. There you go, you piece of shit. One to 3 days. Yeah, it's stupid. You know, I mean, you can use cards on the Streamloot site too. Or if you just directly have your credit card attached to PayPal, it'll just pull from your account, which is what I do. Instead of transferring money into my PayPal. MDK, murder, death, kill. So we have this. Do we have his hit points? His hit points are 6. So we already rolled for his hit points. Is that right? Well, you're getting remade. Can I get 3d6 in chat separate? We're gonna roll his hit points. If it's higher than 6, we're taking it. Taking it. Which, God, I hope it is. I hope it is. If it's not, I'll be upset. Oh! 9. 9 is better than 6. 9 is better than 6, boys and girls. Hit point dice. D6. 9. He's currently not injured, because I just looked it up. Anything else? That is currently all the info we have on Yule. So everything else is us. We get to make him. We get to make him. So let me slide this over one. So let's copy this stuff down. He's got shortcut once per sojourn. I'm going to copy it and then we're going to cut it down. Right? And a class ability. Because this is too big. I love when you copy and paste things from a column. How it does is bullshit. Pisses me off every time. How do we do it on her? We put her weapons, armor, hit points up there. Where do we put her abilities? That's her talents. Do we put her abilities in the second table? Yeah, put it on the second page. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to copy that style of what we're doing. Because we want it to be the same to make it easier. So we'll put it here, right? Go back over here. We'll get the arcane marker ability from her, for him. Put a little spacey space. We'll re-edit this bullshit to fit. Well, it might be nice if I don't delete letters. And if we end up having to shorten it to make other stuff, we will. I hate this crap. Here we go. We're going to have to go through our cards to see if we can give him any stat bonuses. Because we may have a Streamloot card for a stat bonus somewhere. I don't know. Yeah, we had to. Yeah, that's why we moved down here. But he has spells. So. Well, he has scrolls, I guess. But he also has tactical map. Right? So, like, we need this. The note option. Oh, like adding pop-outs. So I used to do that, but you run into problems when you stream with notes. That sometimes the screen cap doesn't pick them up. Like when you're capturing the app. So I stopped doing it. Also, your little add-ons and stuff like that ends up causing problems. Is arcane marker seen on sight distance or close range? Yeah, the power? Arcane markers once per day while the mark is visible. Just has to be visible. A target magical glyph for 1d6 plus 1 days. A glyph symbol tracks. So it shows it on the map. On the map, up to 10 hexes away, you can track somebody. You know what hex they're in, not the exact location. Obviously, if they're visibly there, you can see it. But it puts a marker on your tactical map, which is like this rotating gauntlet thing that you have. Well, I'll show you. I'm tempted to make a cartographer cosplay. For Breachers. But really, I'd like to be Pan. If I actually did a cosplay for Breachers, I'd want to be Pan. The dungeon chef. As someone who loves to actually cook in real life. He's the whole... I made him for my love of Senshi, and for my love of cooking in real life. Since I am a good cook. I'm not like a fake cook. I'm actually a good cook. Scroll. If I delete these, we can get a little more fatness, right? There we go. That's not bad, right? So the map on him, you can see it in the artwork when we flip over to him. That scroll on the side, right? That is a bracer he makes. There's a wax pen board to write on, and then the scrolls on a wheel on the back side that you roll, so that when you're looking at it, you can cross the coordinates on it. There's also ones you can put on the bottom for like a spell scrolls, and also you can put buckler shields and stuff on them. And this is based on a buddy of mine. The artwork is. All right, so we got Scrollcaster. We need all this stuff. We know that this is going to go up here because this is where we put it for Sofix. Right? Languages. Well, he knows Common, Halfling, Waller, and then I had another odd language for him. We're going to have to pull open the Shadowdark book. Oh, this is also in fucking spread mode. If I had a third screen, I would probably run things in spread mode, but since my third screen burned out, I just never replaced it. Like, I've thought about it, but... This isn't on scroll, this is on snap. I need this on scroll, otherwise it will not work, everybody. So page navigation, display, enable scrolling. Okay, we want languages. So, how many, what was it language-wise? He gets what and what? Two additional rare languages. Okay. Well, I thought he had Thanian because he understood Minotaurs, Beastmans, and Manticores. I think it was Thanian. Yeah, it's Thanian. So we're gonna give him Thanian. Right? Common, Halfling, Waller, Thanian. Waller's not actually a rare language, though. Well, I know he has it. Let's give him another rare language. This little bastard is smart. What's another rare language? So you should know Primordial, and Diabolic. We're gonna go back. We're gonna change this. Primordial and Diabolic. Yep, fixed. I fixed it. All right. So now he's got that. That's good, right? He's got his two primaries. Let's touch this up so that these are easily found. I know he knows Waller, but that's from a background thing. Give that guy his linguistics. I am giving it to him. All right. Let's turn the web off here. Get that on. What else do we need? That's pretty good so far. I guess we can go get his ancestry ability. So let's go back. I love how... So when I'm always doing this, everyone's like, where are the races in this game? Where are the races? It's like ancestries, boys. Ancestries, races, I don't care what you want to call them. But it's not a lot. It's literally like a page and a half. So he's got stealthy. Stealthy. That's right. You can turn invisible for 3 rounds. That's how badass he is, right? Visible for 3 rounds. This could save him. Let's go back up top. I want to duplicate her stuff. Oh, I put languages over here. All right, let's duplicate that. I probably did it to give me space. So we'll delete it. Right? And we'll put it over here. Just to make it a little easier to find stuff later on. You know what I mean? All right. What else do we need to do? Yeah, dude, they're super stealthy. Yes. So rolled talents. We could do her talents. So do his talents. So let's do Yule's talents. Right now, You can see here she's got her first one, a second one because she's human. Second level is the breacher one. Third level is the weapon. So we need to do his first talent, and we need to do his second, which is a breacher, and then we need to do his third, which is not a breacher, right? So let's roll, everybody. We don't know what this cartographer has. Oh, this is also not on scroll, you piece of shit. I even saved these out the scroll, but it's not registering. All right. So I need 2d6 once, 2d6 a second time, so we can get his talents. I'm going to take an allergy pill. I'm back. If we get a duplicate, we get to keep them, but... Alright, so serving hands first one's a 5. Power. 5 and 5. You're gonna have to re-roll that one. We can't have a duplicate of this. I didn't even... Because it's a single one. So roll again. 5 and a 7. 5 and a 7. Now, if I go over to our cards here, we have the ability to re-roll talents as a card. Do we like 7? Or do we want to re-roll 5 or 7? We have re-roll cards. Do we want to re-roll? Because I don't know about you guys, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 re-rolls. I would love to get 12, 10 or 11. I would even give up this. I don't really care about this too much. 2 would be godlike. What do you guys think? Do we try a re-roll? That's because you guys keep rolling, and I'm not telling you to. I'm asking a question. Yeah, I say reroll the 7. We're going to use serving hands reroll. We're keeping the 3. We're going to keep the 5. We're going to get rid of the stat bonus 1. So give us a roll, Star Drew. Let's see if we can get a 10, 11, 12, or 2. That's right. Advantage on arcane targets or +2 stat points. Ooh. I think we take this one, right? We want the power more than we want the stats. Boom. I'm down for that. So let's roll backgrounds. Can someone roll a D20 for me? A D20. And we're going to compare the 2 backgrounds. We always try to take the breacher one first, but if it doesn't fit the character, we will take the background in one of the Shadowdark books. So let's get a D20. Give me that roll. Let me find our backgrounds. Then we're going to go over to Breachers. We're going to put this on. Let me fucking do this again. Page view, page display, enable scrolling, view, Page view. Single. All right. Let me go to R. 20? Okay. Hey, look at this, everybody. Hyperlink. Ooh. Okay. Watcher. Trained to scout the top of the walls and warn of danger. That means he has been above the top. He would be one of the few people who know that other districts exist and that might be why he's a cartographer. Because you got to remember, all those districts that you have, they're a mile, 2 mile high, and sometimes on clear days, because you're near clouds at that point, you can see down in the other areas and realize there's other cities with no way to get there. He might be one of those people who have been there. Watcher might be perfect. What do you guys think? So if it's not Watcher, we're looking at Churgeon. Surgery. You know you have to pick it, Michael. That's the rule. Does he still need a box to stand on top of the wall? I mean, I don't know. Would you? Yeah, scientist is one of them. You saw that right. I think we go with it. All right, so where did we put background for her? Where do we put her background at? I remember. I think we just put it at the top for her and that was it, right? Painter? Yeah, okay. So background, watcher. All right. Now we need his breacher ability. So we need a breacher talent. So let's go back up here. Now we need another D20 roll to get his breacher talent. This is the thing, every odd level, or sorry, every even level, you get a breacher talent to help make up for the lack of like those dead levels, which I don't like dead levels in games. So we need a D20. Let's try not to get ramjacks, can we here? So Star Drew was first. 19. Hoarder's Point. A hidden market that buys smuggled goods. No questions asked. I like that. I think we're going to go with this. I actually really like this for him. That means he can help us sell things. He rolled a 20. I mean, he's not really a god of slaughter. He doesn't have the blessing of Morgo. I think that the other one makes more sense. So we got Hoarder's Point. No questions asked. None. Everyone's so alive so far. What's up, Nick? How you doing, buddy? You got your pink dice here ready. And we got some new ones too. Haven't been used yet. I like the selling option as well. So that's done. You can wear leather armor. Let's see if there's any. We have all the stats down. Because we're making Yule because the class is actually out. We never made Yule. Our dude. I think he is carrying well, we know he has a dagger, right? Because it's a short sword, because it's in the picture. So let's go down here. Let's give him a short sword. Let's give him an ink blade. I think an ink blade, we'll give him the cartographer piece, right? It's a D6 finesse and marked. So 1d6 F And then what did I do for marked? Was it just an M or MK? MK, okay. And then MK. True love, Roxton. Long day, buddy? Good long day, bad long day? I think it's slashing. Close range. Slashing on it? Close range. Close. Slots. 1. All right. Done. Stat strength 0. Ancestry 0. Talents. His talents 0. Item no bonus. Other no bonus. Okay. And then the same thing here. 0, 0, 0, 0. Dude is rolling a hard D6. Long day? Yeah. I feel you. See the new Breacher hoodie? Just waiting for it to give me the A-OK and they'll be out for everybody to purchase. I want to give him the cartographer's gear, but he's 3rd level and I don't think he could have afforded it. Because the map walker's harness is 50 gold. And you don't start with that much. So I think Yule's going to have to buy that when it gets out. I'm trying to remember what starting money is. Like, what's starting money in this game? Does anyone remember? Let's go look it up. I want someone to code me a plugin for Acrobat where I can just put immediate hot bookmarks on the bottom. Thanks to, I'm really happy with it. It turned out great. The blue, the words are like cracked stone. So they have the blue through them. Is it 2d6 times 10? All right, maybe we'll get enough. Someone roll me 2d6. Someone roll me 2d6. Let's see what we get. Yeah, I want it to still have like the feeling of Shadowdark, the black and white for this, but I wanted some color since I've been doing splashes of color for everything. It is 2d6. I'm 99% sure. He's pretty right. Oh, Nick's got it. Times 10. That's 100. Ooh, okay. Okay. All right. We could afford the harness because that's 58 for the 2. That's 58 for the 2. I am not opposed. But we got to buy him his backpack. You know what I mean? Because if we go to here, we go back up to gear. Those who don't know, the inside cover has your weapons and your armor. That would be 10 gold, but we can spend 50 and get him his other stuff. And I do wish that this was hyperlinked, which I've been thinking about adding to the weapons section in the game. You know what I mean? I wish I could click that, or there was a thing that says page number here, and it would click it and go to it. I've been thinking about adding it into this doc. So if we go to the gauntlet he gets. They just get a gauntlet. It's a core part of their game. Where's the gear at? I want to get him. I think I want to get him this. I want to get him the backpack. Where's it at? I want to get him the basic crawler's kit for 7. Don't you think? I think we buy him a crawler's kit. Because to me, if he doesn't have this, he's fucked. So let's go back up. We'll go here. So he's got backpack. Right? Backpack. Quantity 1, no slots. So flint and steel. It's times 5. Oh no. Oh no. Wow. That means we're gonna have leather armor then to start. We'll get him the ink blade. We'll get him leather armor. Does the armor you're wearing count against your weight? Do you remember, Nick? I thought if you're wearing it, it didn't count against, but I don't remember. I also hate that it doesn't give you your bonus here. Because leather armor is 11 plus dex, and it's not doing that. Yeah, but I want to know if that's carrying it, not wearing it. If it's carrying it. If you're wearing it, I don't think it counts against. I don't think. I could be wrong, though. I know it takes 1. What happens if I just put 11 here? Isn't there another piece here? Is that what we discussed? Isn't there like a spot missing for me to put stuff? Oh, it's right here. Wow. I'm glad I just randomly clicked there. Wearing counts against? God damn, it sucks. Alright. So flint and steel. 1. Torches left. He's got 2. What else do we got here? Rations. He's only got 1 ration left. I think rations are here. He's got 1. And then iron spikes. I already marked it. He used 2. He's got 2 left. Or sorry, he's got 8 left. Times 8. I think that still counts as 1 gear slot. Otherwise, plate becomes OP. Yeah, that's very true. We got grappling hook and rope. Those are both 1 each. So grappling hook and rope. One rope, 60 foot. One. Okay. We only got enough room for 1 slot left. 1. Well, unfortunately, that's our tactical map gauntlet. That's our tactical map gauntlet. So, that's 1. With that said, we do have our little buddy. We have our mollusk with us. And we could put some of this on the marvelous mollusk. Which I am not opposed to. So hold on here. Let's get us a note card. Actually, Use one of these so I can just move it from area to area. Right? Our marvelous mollusk can carry some of this gear.
Faster.
He has a backpack. It's right here. He's got a backpack. It doesn't take a gear slot. But it doesn't do anything else for you. Eventually, you can get a breacher backpack, and that'll help.
Power.
So we'll have our mollusk, which, by the way, if we go over to Breachers in Shadowdark, we scroll back up. No, past this, actually. Right? We have breacher gear. We have a marvelous mollusk, which we have not named yet, by the way. Marvelous mollusk. We can have him carry stuff when we need to. We need to name him. I wanted to name him Roger, but we have this. We found one. Or no, she rolled one is what it was. They were granted one. So we have this. The Marvelous Mollusk is pretty dope. Because it's got a storage of 20. 10 in, 10 out. Right? 10 in, 10 out. Molten? That's actually not bad. 6, 7, 8. 6, 8, 9, 10. So this is in, and this is out. I'm just making a little list here so we can give him stuff if we need. Molter and Scully, moldy. So now we have him as well now. So we can store a little bit more because of that, right? And he's got stats. I mean, he can fight. We really don't want him to, right? So I'm going to show you what I'm doing here. Hold on. Right? So you can see. I'm just making a cheat sheet for him. So we have an AC. We have an HP. Right? An attack. And I did in and out for his gear. And then I'm going to say, actually going to ink this. Okay. And then we're going to do S, D, C, I, W, and we use Z up in this place. Right, Nick? Z for life. Got to give that mollusk some riz. Have you ever got any more feedback around the Z? Have people started using it? Or are they all being dicks about it still? Do you know? Alignment and level. He's neutral. Most are shifting to 3 letters? Are you fucking kidding me? So they're putting STR on the stat block? Why would you add more? That's fucking dumb. That's fucking dumb. Action. He's got hideaway. Action. Action. Pull. Totally. Into shell. into its shell. Shell. Gain +3 armor. Which is cool. And then it's got storage, which is encumbrance 20. Encumbrance 20, 10 in, 10 out. 10 in, 10 out. That's all we need. And we'll vote on a name later. Man, my allergies are fucking killing me today. They're adopting my card format more, and since S is over numbers, strength isn't that bad. Anyway. You'd have to send me a link, or send me a picture. I don't remember what it is. Yeah, I'm adopting Z and doing monster stat blocks. Like, this is clean. My versions I have where it's below it as well, but I've done 2 different versions at this point. Like, if you look at Breachers, if you go to the Lancer, I did the same thing here as well, but I did CH because it's so old. I should go back and adjust these to Z, but that's how old it is. I never adjusted it. So I might go back through and adjust these CHs. But that's like one of the first things I designed before you and I started talking. So I need to kind of go back and do it, but I haven't. I'll do it in 1.9 or 2.0. Making sure the stat blocks have it all. It's on my list of shit to do, but it's not worth me going back and editing them and printing them right now. So anyway, Yule. All right. So we got 1 spot left. We're now at 10. We've used 7. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We've used 15 of our gold. Oh, sorry. I was showing it off. You can see I did these so early, and they have CH. Because they're one of the first things I designed for the game, was the monsters. Yeah. So, we're out of gear slots. We have an ink blade. I thought Yule had a bow. Didn't Yule have a bow, a short bow? Because I remember him shooting a lot. Let me look back at my notes here. Yeah, Yule has a short bow. So we're going to have to put some gear into our mollusk. Because he's going to need a short bow. It's a short bow. So 6 more. So we're at 6. So 7, 8, 6. Not in the rock underground. Oh, he didn't have one yet? I swear he was shooting at the Hydra when we fought the Hydra. Does anyone remember? Am I crazy? Because I don't remember exactly. I'm looking here. No. I guess he didn't have a short bow yet. Because we talked about not having ranged. Alright, so note to self. Get this man a bow. Okay. Any other things that we need for Yule here? Let's double check everything. We're gonna erase the 6 because we didn't buy a bow. Man, we should have brought a bow from that merchant. We do have scrolls, so I think I'm gonna get him. We've only spent 15. I think we get him a scroll feed where he gets a +1 scroll holder and he can hold the scroll without it taking the slot. You know what I mean? I think that makes the most sense. For 30. So we're gonna give him a scroll feed. Which puts a second cylinder. And then I'll do this. I'll go ×1. And right now, it has silence because we just picked that up. We talked that in the last episode, right? So that means that we have spent a total of 45, leaving us with 5 gold pieces. Okay? Clean. Works well. Is there anything else we're missing from him? So what did I put in character notes for her? Nothing. So we're just going to delete the A. Like that, right? Anything else that's missing? I think we're done. Does he have a deity? We don't know. He's never talked about one. We do need to grab his title, though. He's level 3. He is, lawful, chaotic, and neutral. I think he is neutral. We're going to go... No, he's pretty lawful, actually, isn't he? Was he lawful? Mapwalker. I don't remember what he is. I put good up here like a dumbass. I think he's lawful to keep her in check. So he's a ledge walker, which makes sense for what he does. So title is ledge walker. Right? There we go. I think that's everything. I think that's all of the stuff that we need. So we're done. We're going to save this. Okay. So he is now ready to rock and roll. All right. The last thing I want to do is I want to look through our Shadowdark pieces. By the way, if no one noticed, if you have Streamloots out here, we should talk about this. If you have Streamloots up right now, Screamy can fly across your screen. If you click him, he gets you candies. And those candies get you access to their drawing that they have for like their prizes they're doing this month for October. So I highly recommend at least clicking them because you get candies. When he'll just fly around the screen randomly. You also get them for, I think, buying. Oh, let me look it up. I don't remember offhand. I think it's for purchasing packs. Let's find out. I have it pulled up. How do you get candies? So every day you log in or purchase packs, sub, or bid in auctions, you get candy automatically. You also get it for every candy that you purchase. And that gives you every dollar gives you candy. Every subscription you purchase gives you 5 candies, and the streamer gets 5 candies if you subscribe to Streamloots. By the way, if you subscribe right now, it is giving you Magic and Monsters cards. It gives you 2 packs every month. And you get anytime I have discounts go out to those people. And then auctions for every dollar for dollar. And then when Screamy flies across, he gives you candy. That's the 3 versions. I was trying to remember how it worked. Trying to remember how it worked. All right. I think that's everything.
I'm quicker.
I can't think of anything else. So let's look through our cards. We have a lot of like smugglers, spellcraft and recipe stuff, advanced castings. We have talent. We have a breacher die if we need a breacher die, which is our version of luck in this game. We have some disadvantages on rolls to the enemies. We got fasters and smarters and all that kind of stuff as well. I'm just seeing if we have any gold cards. We have one gold card for magical item laying around. One from 125 days ago, and we have not used it yet. That's a serving hands card. I think when we get to a prime spot where we could find treasure, we're going to spend that. Right? A couple rerolls in here, some heals. We got some blessed heal cards, which is heal a d6 extra when you heal, because someone casts a spell or you drink a potion. We got some armor ups, which we're going to be using. We also have the unknown. We haven't used this from last season from Kyle, which is a portal, like a gateway or something that like magic that takes you somewhere else. That might be a good thing for us to spend. We got one of those. That's a gold card as well, along with the magical item. Blind Eyes. We got some carousing rolls. We get to carouse. We have a secret door card. See if there's anything else. I'm blowing through all the ones from the show too. We're not to the end yet. Looking here. Still looking. Some more blessed heals. I think we might be at the end of the list here. End of the list. At the end of the list now. We have extra damage dice, which we'll probably need in this situation right now. I remember we can only spend one of each color. So, with that, I think we've gotten everything we need. Our character's done. I saved him. He is saved. Let me see. We're going to go back to the table. And I want to see if I made a Yule token. We did. We got them both. Okay? Right now we are traveling. I'm going to pull out the Knave book as well. I have Knave and Solodark here for random rolls. Solodark really, I have it open, but all I really use out of the Solodark book is the Oracle, and then when it tells me what tables to kind of look at. That's the only two things I really use, to be honest. I do wish that the Solodark book had just a touch more in it. It's free though, so I mean I can't bitch. You know what I mean? Like it's a free product. Come on. Stop choking. There we go. So, do we have our stuff pulled up here? Hold on here. So you can see here I have some of the highlighted stuff. Group initiative, light sources, luck, oracle, fortune. Again, I gotta fucking do this. This is what we use the most of, is fortune. And then we have also referenced these a lot. This page, I need to just print this page and tuck it in. Actually, you know what? Fuck this. What page number is this? 4. This is the one I use all the time. It's just this. This is it. I'm gonna print it. It's probably gonna be loud. Probably gonna be loud. Anyway, I use that a lot. And then the only other one we use the dungeon names and stuff in here. And this I'm not going to print. The Oracle, I just know. There's no reason to print this. 1 to 9's a no, 10's a twist, 11 to 20 is a yes. So we got this little butte. Now it's printed. I'll cut this bitch later. I'll stuff it in here so we have it. So, those are the only things we really need right now. I think that's everything. I'll give us a recap. We're going to record this, but it isn't interactive, for those who don't know. If you guys have not been here for an actual co-op or duo play, this is 100% a co-op play. So that means I'll be talking to the audience. I am going to record it. I try to keep these to an hour. So you don't accomplish a fuck ton, but there's only 2 of us. You know, there's only two characters that are here for this. So we got to be careful. But I am going to kind of zoom out. We're going to do a little recap in the beginning of this, and we're going to dive into it. The characters will get pulled on screen as we're playing, so everyone kind of knows what's going on. You know what I mean? So like we're be able to see what's what, and we know who's whom, all that fucking jazz, right? I'll cut us over to my big cam. I'll put up our Solodark piece, and we'll start recording. Is there any questions before we start? Are there any questions before we start? Anyone can think of? I think we've done everything else. Streamloot cards, if people need them. For Breacher stuff, I think that's everything. Oh, thanks, Nick. Yeah, I was doing that one too, the top one, but I took another line, so I stopped doing it. It was, 3 monsters is 3 lines. But everything else I matched. The AC, the level, and all that stuff. I love that shit. I definitely did it for my recipe cards, which I'm making more of. That's actually what I've been working on lately, is the recipes. I'm making monsters right now. I want to put out a monster recipe deck. I was going to do the next volume for Breachers, but I want my monster book out. I really want that. All right, everybody. Oh. You know what? Before we start, we fucking didn't do this. Hold on, everyone. We got lazy. We got lazy here. We went from here was it here to here? No, it was the river, wasn't it? We went here to here. Like that, correct? I believe that's right. I'm going to duplicate this bitch. We were going down, so it was 1 per hex instead of 2. So 1, 2, 3, 5. And this was 5 days. 5 day. Because then we camped at the bottom. He got the lift working, and we took the lift up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we need two rolls. First one is Sofix. The second one is Yule. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we've been gone for 9 days now. 9 days. Okay. We need food. Badly. We need... Actually, you know what I have that I haven't used yet? It came with my laminator. I hate these things normally. Like, I fucking hate them. The fuck is this for? Is this a corner rounder? Dude, this thing came with a corner rounder. Huh. I didn't realize that's what that was until I just picked it up. I just want to cut this so I can not have a problem with it all. You know what I mean? I just want it to fit. It won't fit. It'll be tight. Fit. What do we get? I never liked these slider cutters that much, but they're good for basic stuff, right? Like, they get the job done. I don't think they're great, though. But for these quick one sheets, I can just throw it in our thing. Perfect. It's not scissors. Scissors are the bane of exact lines. Like, yeah, you can act like you're going to cut a really good line with scissors, but you're fucking lying to yourself, man. I learned anything over the years, don't use fucking scissors. Don't do it. Use an X-Acto knife. Use a fucking drywall knife. Use anything but scissors. All right, now we got our little cheaty one sheet. So, what do we get here? We got a 3. A 1. Ah, poor Yule. Poor Yule. Let me put this back. Poor Yule. Guess he's gonna die today. Guess he's gonna die. Not what I wanted to hear. All right, well, let's we'll put that up when I start. Let's go back to solo screen. Like so. We're gonna do face cam off, Acrobat off. We'll pull the web up when we get started. I'm gonna start recording now. We're gonna go back to the beginning of this playlist. I need to start making music for this. So let's go. Didn't the torch just go out with us at the end of the last episode too? We don't have light. I think we're in the dark. If memory serves. Am I wrong? Hold on. I would have marked it. No, we have a torch right now. But we were at 30:36 on the timer. 30:36. So let me put a clock up. Darkness and preserve me. So we were at 30. 36, and how many seconds was it? 30, 36, 30, 30. Sorry, I did that wrong. 30 and seconds. We'll give it 40. 30, 40, all right? We're going to keep it like that. We'll start that timer when we get going. All right, I'm going to start recording. Let's do this, everybody. Get ready to roll some dice. Get your D20s ready. Get all that kind of stuff ready. I'll probably re-export Sofix and Yule so you all have easier access to them. So you can have copies that you can pull up and look at on your phone and stuff like that so you can help roll, right? For today, we're just going to ride. Just going to ride with what we got. Ride with what we got. All right. 3, 2, 1. We're going to start the recording. Recording is started. We're going to pull up the ad. All right, 3, 2, 1. Now, why didn't that play? Try this one more time. I'll have to trim it. Hey everybody, welcome back to Breachers in Shadowdark, or as the previously was called. Seriously? Did you guys hear that shit? I gotta do that again. My printer's like, hey, by the way, I know you're making noises. Not allowed. Not allowed. Try that again. Should have known better. Hey everybody, welcome back to Breachers in Shadowdark. And this series is really a co-op or Solodark series. We're currently on episode, 13? The last one we did was in June. We're relabeling the series. This used to be Survive in Shadowdark. I put that up just to make it easier for people to find episode 13, but we're going to be changing the name up because we're now full into Breachers. When we started this, Breachers wasn't even published yet. Breachers got published in April of 2025, and right after that, I put out the Berserker class, and then in, I think, August or September, the Cartographer class came out. So that means that before this show, if you want to go back and watch the live, down in the description, we finished making Yule, our little Cartographer halfling. And then Sofix, our Berserker. They are our current two characters that we're playing in this Play with the Audience in this live show. So we did a little bit of setup and prep before we got going, but I want to remind people of where we left off. Sofix and Yule left the lovely district of Everpeak, and they are currently hunting down the person who killed her brother. They were in the Anvil run originally. If you guys don't know what that is, it is going to be an adventure coming out as a starter one for Breachers. They went in and their brother was slain while they were in there. As a person of vengeance, she claimed vengeance on them using the new rules in Berserker, and they went in and hunted this person down, but they found out it is deeper than one person. After killing this druid and slaying them on the path, they made their way into a new site. Did not go well. I don't want to ruin the last episode, but I can tell you there was a large cyclops made of stone with fire beams coming out of its singular eye, and we went, this is beyond our abilities, because we just fought Hydras. Well, Hydra mother and her kids. We jumped over the ledge with the rope, climbed down all the way to water, camped on the way down. We are now short on rations after fishing and only finding a little bit. And now we are on a lift that we believe to be an old mine lift. We're not positive, but it's like a sled that goes up a kind of angled slope. We're riding that up, and as the noise clicks in and reverberates through the tunnel, 17 dark mantles have come descending down on top of us. We're not in a good situation here. We're not. We have Streamloot cards to help us. We have some other things that might get us out. And specifically, during the last episode, we rolled some new gear. Now, I'm going to take us over to the work table. I'll show you what we currently have. I'll show you the characters. Then we're going to dive into seeing if we can't survive this encounter and maybe getting ourselves back to the shortcut that Yule found earlier. All right, everybody. So we're at our work table here. I haven't started the timer for everything, but we left our last timer off here. You can see notes from the last show. 3036 is what's left on the timer, which I've added. This was episode 12, which was the Stone Cyclops. We did get a bunch of gear, some treasure. We got a Zone of Truth item. We got a spell scroll, which is silence. We have a +2 magical weapon, which is huge. We both got 5 XP during this session, which I'll add to the character sheets. And then we have a faint ghostly aura, which is a dagger. We don't know what it does, but it can command a wild animal. We haven't used it. I believe that Sofix is carrying the dagger right now because Yule is out of space. Our marvelous mollusk is with us. If you don't know what that is, it's this odd, wondrous creation from the Breachers Guild that has 10 external gear slots and 10 internal gear slots. Because when you go into these 2-mile high walls that divide the districts out, you need to be able to bring extra supplies. We haven't named our mollusk yet. I really should put a vote up for naming our mollusk. We had some people saying combine molder, combine moldy, combine all these things. We had a lot of opinions. We haven't picked anything yet. On top of that, we have our map here as well. This is our current map in Albert Rodeo. You can see that we have been through the thick of it. We started here from Everpeak, made our way down. We found a shortcut across the crevice that has a bunch of looks like lava almost in there, or molten metal. We hit an old checkpoint that was a soldier campsite. 2 days, we ended up fighting the druid through here. We got to the new site. There was a bunch of remnants of combat and other people who were here. There was a group that I was running. That I was testing new things out, was testing this actual adventure. There is remnants of stuff there. They came through and had to fight the Mother and the Hydras. That Hydra survived. So now we're back to fighting it again. Right? And then we jumped down into the river, floated down the river, following the walk for about 5 days. And we now hit this lift. Yule reactivated it, and we are now on our way up. So we pick up here. 17 Dark Mantles is a lot of Dark Mantles. Yule has a torch right now with his ink blade and his tactical gauntlet as these Dark Mantles are descending down. So I think the first thing we should probably do here, since this is a co-op play, everybody, is we needed to roll our breacher points. Right before we started this show, we rolled a 3 and a 1. So breacher points are like luck points in this game, but they allow you to do some extra stuff. I haven't shown this off yet live, I don't think. I don't think I have. I'm going to show you guys something that I've made that is my pre-gens for my actual, when I'm at conventions. And you can see these are the table tents that get cut and put down. Right? And I did that because our lovely breacher points work a little differently. Breacher points are something you roll in the beginning. It is a D4. There are ways to get bonus breacher points, but they don't work exactly like luck. Yes, they have the ability to reroll, but it also allows you to use a D6 when you spend a breacher point. You can use that D6 to add to a roll, like a D20 roll, an ability check. You can also roll it to subtract a D6 from damage that you take, which is important because in this game, you're in the wall for a long time. You're traveling forever. There's a good chance you won't make it out unless you can reduce some of this damage. And think of it like a little bit of endurance or vigor to shrug off getting hit. I don't remember where I came up with this or why, but it was needed. I found that the breachers are dying on the wall before they could ever make it the fuck out. So let me pull up the page so you can see how they function as we go over it. And this is just to catch everybody up because it's been a few months, right? So you can ignore a D6 of damage, add a D6 to a D20 roll, add a D6 to damage roll, add a D6 to healing, or roll a D20. Cannot re-roll a mishap. That is important. Very important. Breacher points are shared between characters just like luck is. So instead of just getting one, though, because this is a grungy, gritty kind of thing, we want to make sure that we are adding into the grungy element of it to where you're just surviving, kind of a punk aesthetic to what's going on. But no, I don't want to call it punk. It is medieval fantasy survival grunge. And speaking of medieval fantasy survival grunge, we do have to roll something to start this game. I figure since we have done our job, We are currently making our way out of the wall. We should probably roll what the thing is I should be setting up. All right. So I'm going to take us to the table. There is a setup for this game. And this setup is, what is the medieval theme? What is the grunge? What is the survival? What is the fantasy? I'm going to keep the secret we rolled when they first came in. I have that. I actually told the group, so I can actually tell you the secret as well. Our secret is old breachers left messages on the wall, right? We did find those in the first episode, or sorry, second episode. The first episode was the same one. We kept it for 2. And then now on this one, we haven't rolled what our secret is. We did have rotted food overnight. That happened to us. That's why we lost all of our food. So we're going to be rolling our grunge. Or we're going to be rolling a D4 to pick out our 4 themes. So if the audience who's here live could roll me a D4 twice, they need to be separate. We can go ahead and figure out what our 2 themes are going to be for this. We're going to have medieval, which is politics, war, honor, power, and struggle. Grunge, which is decay, corruption, and industrial ruin. We're going to have survival, which is scavenging, brutality, and resource scarcity. Or we're going to have fantasy, which is mysticism, the unknown, and lost power. So if the audience can give me those 2d4, we'll get those up, we'll click over, and we'll grab our different options, I would say. I'm excited for this. This is one of my favorite things I added to the game. So we got a 3, and we can get doubles on this. Can't get doubles on this. Serving Hands got us a 3. Nick, you have to roll again in chat. It was just too quick together, I think. There's like a slight delay between them. So we'll a 3. So we know 1 survival. So I'm going to put an S up here. And a 2, which is grunge. And then for our secret, we can roll that as well. So let's start with the secrets, because the secrets are right here. I'll also teach people kind of how to use secrets in Breachers. So someone give me a D12. We're still on the table 1 to 3. Whispers and clues. Give me a D12. And then I'll back up the other people. You guys can give me 2 D10 separate for the other tables. We'll get this stuff kind of finalized. And you can see these kind of make secrets through the game, right? Kind of through it. So while they're getting that together, I like secrets. I hope we get a different one. I hope we don't get Crimson Mold. Jesus Christ, don't give us Crimson Mold right now. I don't want that. And I'm showing you all this because I want you to see kind of how you set up your own solo adventure, especially using Breachers, which has some built-in stuff in it. We got a 10. A deep passage containing hanging chains that sway despite no wind. Okay. Deep passage. Probably where we are now. Swinging chains. With no wind. And then she had 3 and he had 1. Okay. And then we got a D10 for a 7. So our first one was survival and grunge. So we'll just go to grunge because it's the first table, right? So a 7. You want to, 2D10 was 6 and 7. Okay, cool. So 6. Noble House is offering BC for the maps and deeper areas. Okay, offering BC for maps for deeper areas. Noble House. So before we left, we had heard about this. House offering BC for maps of deeper areas, which we are currently doing. All right. We got that. And the next one was 7 under survival. A guild runner arrives at the guild hall barely alive, clutching a damaged map. Well, that's not going to work for us because we're already out here. I think... I don't know if we can use any of these. I know how we do this. I actually do know how we do this. I'm going to put the guild hall runner. I know what we're going to do for this. Runner returns. Because I can use this once we're back. And then what I usually do is I write down the number above it for what we rolled. All right. So we have that. Let's go over our characters before we start. We have a Berserker. She has our combat monster. She has Hardened Scars armor, which is specific to Berserkers. Basically, they weave metal thread into their scars. She is stat-driven, man. 18, 14, 15, 13. It's a lot. It's a lot. Right? She's ambitious. You gain additional talent, so she has an additional talent. She only has Common and Waller for her languages. She's good with all melee weapons or thrown weapons. You can throw weapons. Leather armor, hit points D6, leather and scars. So she's wearing the hardened scars. Her ability is Blood Rage activates after every 5 HP of damage taken instead of 10. First, she has as a first ability, Con and a +1 to melee. Second, which is a breacher one, she's got 18, the Eye of God's upon you. Start every session with a +1. She actually has 4 breacher points, everybody. Let's cross that out. She now has 4. It's good. We're going to fucking need it. Third weapon of rage, crit increase by 1. So now our crit range is 1920 for her. These are abilities she got from our Berserker stat tree. Berserker is a new class. I love Berserkers. I've always loved the concept of them. I'll be honest though, I've never liked a Berserker class in a game. I was never happy with them. So I wanted something a little extra. You can see that the last Berserker, Kazan, Guts, Battle Ragers everywhere, of course, and then the Mosh Pit near you is kind of what inspired the whole fucking Berserker. You can see they have a couple of different powers. Blood Range, you get a +1 cumulative up to your level, so she can get up to +3 every 5 hit points she takes. She gets a +1 to damage. She has Cleaving Swing. If your damage takes a target to 0 hit points, you deal weapon damage to another target in range of your weapon. So you use the same attack roll. So she can cleave. And then Weapon of Range, when you score a critical hit or take a critical hit, you have advantage on attack, strength, and con rolls as long as you continue making at least 1 attack per round. That is like the rage concept of it. Their rage comes from them and their weapon. So that's what that is. You can sacrifice a D6 of hit points to feed the rage as well. All right? So that's her concept. You can see the art of my friend who's she's a power lifter and bodybuilder. So I redid her into Sofix because it only made sense. The 2 sides of every coin kind of feel. You don't have to roll a D4. We already have it, Michael. You don't have to roll. We already rolled. So he's given us another D4 for a random reason. We don't need it. So that's that. And then the cartographer, Yule, another one of my buddies, bartender, shall not be named. Use them for the art. You can see they have a tactical map piece, which is on their arm. Gives them advantage on soldier and checks. They mark a shortcut. We already did that. Up to 2 apart. They got to skip a part using that. They have arcane marker. They can mark a person and track them. They can be up to anywhere as 10 hexes on the map. And scrollcaster, they are a 12 plus spell tier, but they can cast scrolls. And that isn't just arcane. It's arcane or divine, right? A really simple, really clean version. New gear in there for them as well. You can see we finished making Yule during the show today. If you want to watch that, that's down below. But he is a halfling cartographer. He's lawful. He is a watcher on top of the walls. His title is a ledge runner. And then he has stealthy because he is a halfling. He's got decent dex, good intelligence, good wisdom, good charisma. No negative. These 2 are hardy. We have all the weapons in here. He's wearing leather armor. His first ability is mark traps on your maps. Allies get an advantage to avoid disarming them, which is good. And the second one, Hoarder's Point, he has a hidden market that he buys and smuggled goods from. No questions asked. And the third is advantage versus arcane marks on mark target. So if I mark a target, my arcane mark, I get advantage on attacking them, which is great. Little art piece in here. We only have our Inkblade, no ranged. All the abilities are here as well. We are loaded to bear. So with that, as this thing is coming down, or sorry, going up, and the dark mantles are coming down, we probably should pull up dark mantles. This is something we're going to need access to during the show. So we're going to shrink a little bit of this stuff down. Magic will keep open because we're going to need a spell out of this. And then let's go to our lovely monster statistics with our dark mantle. I don't know if you guys know what a dark mantle is. They're like if a blanket was dangerous, all right? If a blanket was dangerous, that's a dark mantle. So floating black octopus with rows of red eyes and a web skirt of tentacles. 17 of these fucking things come flying down. So the way we normally do this is we pull up our cam. On this side, I put down stats. I recapped all my aftermath stuff, so I know what like all of my previous episodes were, right? So you can see in previous ones, I kind of have a little stat block that I write down to kind of reteach people who might be watching this and wondering how to do this stuff. So it's level AC. I've been talking about making a stamp for 2 years, and I haven't done it yet. AC, attack, damage, magic. So attack, damage, magic, right? We know we have 17. I'm not going to mark 17 down this thing. That would be stupid. And then we're going to put our stats here. So we got S, D, C, I, W, Z for the Riz. Right? We'll write their mark their stuff down. We're going to put the rest in ink. Black ink. Let me move this so you guys can see this. So we know they are currently a level 1 creature. We know that their AC is 13. Their attack is 1 bite. Right? And that is at a +3. I'm just going to do that. Their damage is a D4. Right? No magic. Oh, this is their move. I'll say move, actually. It's their move. So we got near fly, which is fucking shitty for us. And then across the board, we have -2, +3, 0, -3. They're not smart. They're just feasting. 0, -3. And then we're going to put their... What is their alignment? Their alignment is neutral. So they're just hungry. We're going to roll some information on these guys. We're going to do some fun stuff here. So that's what that is. Their level is 1. Now, I have this book. Good old Knave. I know this isn't part of Shadowdark, everybody. I understand that. I understand that this isn't Shadowdark. But... she references it, and it is one of my favorite books for random tables. Okay? So under the monsters, if we go in here, there is a full monster section. And I want a mutation for these things. I feel that they're dangerous and they need a mutation, right? So if the audience can give me percentiles, I want to talk about how these creatures are different. A lot of things inside the wall are not normal. The wall has been here from the time that people landed on this island. They found an entrance outside of the walls, these 2 mile high walls. Once they went in, the founding people came through and found a way into a district. Some of the watchers at the top of the wall, like Yule, know that other districts exist. And like the walls kind of divide the space. Breachers go in to get supplies, bring things back, all that kind of jazz. But they're also looking for a way through. Oh, look at that. The good old infamous 69. 69. These creatures have a pig snout. Why? Why do our dark mantles have a pig snout? Well, that's going to be something we're going to have to figure out. I'm going to mark that the dark mantles have a pig snout, everyone. And we're going to put that on the board They have darkness. They extinguish light. They extinguish all light. And they have pig snouts. Because of that, I'm imagining that these octopus things are made of like pig leather coming down. The piece in the center where the beak protrudes out has got that rounded snout above. As they're all flying down 17, you're hearing the... as they're snorting and flying down towards our people. That is disgusting. It's perfect. It's fucking it's disgusting. It's fucking perfect. Okay? So, thanks for that roll. They immediately are going to blow out torchlight when they get near us. There's a lift going up. I guess the first question we got to do is we got to ask the Oracle. Is there a spot where we can jump off the list? Or off the lift? Can we hop off? I think that's the most important thing. Yeah, you got it, Nick. Pig-nosed Dark Mantles is now canon. Yes, and I do canon everything. When you run your games, you should have a canon list of things that are canon. And I put that they got pig snouts, right? So we're going to have to roll. Let me dump the tray of dice out. We got dice for each people. We got our pink ones for our GMing. Okay. We're going to pull up our cam. Right now, we need to figure out how in the fuck, like, can we get out of here? Can we get out of here? You're right, Nick. You're right, Kyle. Thank you for the reminder. We have 30 minutes and 36 seconds left on our timer. So if we take this off and we move this away, I'm going to start this bitch. Now, I start it and then I hide it because I don't want to see the timer. And I know Solodark says to do it differently. I like the timer because we're doing a live show. All right, so timers are running. Good call. Thank you, Kyle. Let's get back into this and let's roll. Is there a way off of this ride? Come on, 10 higher. Fuck. Everybody, this is bad. There's no way off here. There's no way off here on the lift. We're going up. And every square, I should also explain. The way this works is based on veins of the earth. HV, they're quadrants. H is horizontal top down. V is vertical movement. So now you can see up here, you got north, south, east, west. This is up, down, east, west. And it rotates horizontal, vertical, horizontal, vertical. That allows you to have flat movement, vertical movement, flat movement, vertical movement, right? It gives variety. And it lets you feel like you're spelunking. So I adopted that style as someone who loves cartography. And Veins of the Earth is a masterpiece. But I don't want the complexity that's involved from that. I'm picking the pieces I want out of it, and I'm using that for our game. And that's the only part I'm using is the mapping. Everything else is soldier and rolls and things like that. So we can't jump off the ride here. If we can't jump off the ride, how do we do this? We can cast silence and see if we can hide and put the torch out, but they can see in the dark. We did say on the lift there's old boxes and things like that. I think Yule looks to Sofix. It's like, we have to make a decision now. There's no way off. I think with the torchlight on, he wants to look up and see if we can ride a little ways and if there's a way off up. So let's see if there's a way off up. Come on. This is a lift. I feel like we have advantage. There's got to be a chance that there is a way off up. You know what I'm saying? Like a lift has ways off. So we're going to go with advantage. Is there a way off? Like if we ride this a little bit. Well, double sixes. That's the third 6 in a row. Oh my God, that is the third 6 in a row. Welcome to Halloween, everybody. We actually got a 666 Oracle. This... What do we do? We don't have a special rule for rolling 3 6s in a row with oracles. No 9s, double 6s, dude. Double 6s, and we rolled a 6 last time. Oracles say 6, no. Not only is there no way off, not only are these Dark Mantles coming down, I think like we got to do something better with this too. I think there is a louder sound up further into the lift. Something just horrifying. We don't know what it is. Let's see if we can get a smell or a sound, maybe? What do you guys think? Like a smell or a sound? What can we do? Hold on here. Smell or a sound? Let's find something good. Someone give me a percentile roll. Give me a percentile roll. Because there's a whole bunch of fun stuff in here we can use. And this is going to be something evil. Maybe we'll do the monster table. Maybe we'll pull something from the monster. There's another threat. Yeah, that's what Michael's saying. Yeah. Give me percentile. I have the book open. I'm gonna put it back over here so you all can see it. Right? Put it over here so you guys can see it. A 63. What if there's a monster table for 63? We could either add a lizard folk. I don't like that. That's boring. What if we add a scent? The smell of onion? Oh. I know what this is. The smell of onion fills the air. This weird, like, just putrid smell of, like, cut onions. No answer. No. Can't ask again. You should have listened. Yep. That's exactly what it was. That's what happened. No, you should have listened. You should have listened to me. Why are you doing this to yourself? That is outstanding. Good one. 2 points to House Andrews. All right. With that, Dark Mantles fly down. We have to make a decision right now. We're in a bad spot. Torchlight's going to go out. We could silence the hide to give us advantage on hiding. Or we fight 17 of these motherfuckers. She pulls out her Berserker blade. She got this huge blade that is kind of jagged and fucked up. It's a great sword. And she goes, looks like we're fighting the Newell. He's like, are you fucking kidding me? We can't fight right now. Fighting's gonna get us killed, girl. Killed. What are you doing? There's 17, count them. She goes, if I kill one, I kill the next. I can get a few at a time. We got this. I don't got this. I think she's gonna swing as the first one comes down. First one comes down. She's gonna swing. She's not stupid, but she has nothing else she can do. She is wounded. We're gonna do this. We got a +4 to so +5 to hit. Well, everybody, it was nice knowing you. It was nice knowing you. I think she's gonna spend a breacher point right away. We can't do that. We can't do that. We're re-rolling. 10 + 5. It's enough to hit their AC of 13. She does a D12 damage. D12 damage. Oh, wrong dice for her. My bad. Technically, she is pink. Audience, how about this? Audience, why don't you give me the D12 damage? Give me a D12 damage. I'm going to go look at cards so we can add some extra damage and stuff with our breacher cards. We're going to add an extra damage die. So do 2d12. 2d12. I know, no. We're re-rolling. We spent a breacher point. We re-rolled. No, we wrote no. No, we're not riding it. We're fucking re-rolling that first roll. We're not. We already had 666. I don't need a 1 as well. Oh my God. 1. 11. 11 damage. So that was us using extra damage. This extra damage was from... Let's see here. Extra damage die was from Stardrew. So that's 11 damage. So that kills one of these bastards, right? Right? No. Yes, it does. Boom. 1 down. She cleaves into the next one. Give me a D12 again. We need at least 4 points of damage to kill another one. Another D12. You got 18. I didn't see 18. I saw a 1. And I saw a 10. And what was the next one? An 8. So that 8 kills one more. So that's 2 down. Give me another D12. Give me another D12. A 5. A 5. That kills one more. We're cleaving, though. We're hitting the 3 in front of us as they come down. So boom, boom, boom. 3 are dead as they're flying in. You hear these snorting pigs, dark mantles as they fly down, smashing onto the lift. Boom, boom, boom. As these 3 smash onto the lift, I want to remind everybody, we had to work to get this lift running, and it barely ran. Barely ran. We don't have a 4th to hit. We don't need the 9, because only 3 of the 17 flew in. When they each hit, I need someone to... You know what? No. I'll roll it. I'm going to pull out our D6 here. If we roll 1, and I have it marked, for every 3 dark mantles that land, the weight might cause the lift to fall. So, let's not roll a 1. Good night! The wall has it out for them today. The wall has it out for them. As the first one hits, boom, cleaves the second one, boom, Yule's like, something's not right, and looks to Sophix. She cleaves the other one, boom, greatsword hits the ground, and the lift goes. Oracle. 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 Does the lift just stop? Or does it fall? It was a broken lift. I feel like we're rolling 2d20 on this. Does it fall? If it doesn't fall, I'm going to say it stops. If it doesn't fall, I'm going to say it stops. 666s, 1s, it's horrifying. We're going to go back. We're going to roll 2. We're going to see if this thing falls into oblivion. Does it fall? Does it fall? Actually, does it fall is not right. This is a disadvantage. Will the lift keep going? Or no, does the lift stop? I'll say stop. I think if it's does it fall? I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. Disadvantage. Does it fall? We're looking for... We want low. Disadvantage. That wouldn't work. We can't say does it fall, because disadvantage will cause it to be low. And we should be forced to take this. So on a 1, does it stay still is what we should ask. Does it stay still? The answer is no. Right? No. So it obviously falls. So as the lift starts to crumble and slide back down, as we're sliding, we're distancing from the dark mantles. Sofix looks to Yule. Yule looks around. Yule's like, I don't have a way out of this. We need to climb. We can't drop with this. We will die. Audience, I'll roll for Sofix if you roll for Yule. If you roll for Yule. Yule's strength is a 0. I think while this is falling, trying to climb on the wall is at least a medium. That's a 12. So I need you guys to roll at least a 12 on the die. We are going to play some cards, though. Let's do a stronger for them each. Stronger gives them a +1 to their rolls. So we're going to use some old cards here. We're going to use a serving hand stronger. We'll use 2 of serving hand strongers. So you're going to get a +1 to the roll. I'm going to roll for Sofix. Come on, Sofix. I got a 14, +1, 15, plus my bonuses, which is a 4. I grabbed the wall. Yule, you only got a +1, my guy. You need a 12. You need a 12. What was the first roll? Nick rolled a D20. Nick got a 19. All right, he's good. He's good. As we both jump on and grab the wall, the dark mantles keep coming down. Yule's holding the torch. He looks to Sofix. He's like, we have to climb something. We got to find a crack. We have to find something. We cannot fight from the wall. And she says, you can't. And she takes a python and a rope and slams it into the wall. I'm going to use my action to do that. A swarm of dark mantles come down. They're going to attack her. I'm going to say 3 on her, 3 on him as the rest are coming. Actually, we'll make this fair. How many get to them? We'll use this one and this one. The blue is Sofix. The yellow will be Yule. Yule has 1 on him. She has 3. So Yule has 1 come down. She has 3. I'm going to use group tactic rules. So they are normally a +3. They're going to do +3 damage. Does not hit her. 1 flies down to hit him. 17, 18, 19, 20. I would like to invoke... I'm going to invoke disadvantage on the monster using Streamloot cards and have them roll another die and take the lower. A 9, 9, 10, 11, 12. What is Yule? Fuck. All right, Yule's taking damage. There's no real way around this. And we use the blue one, which is dis on roll from serving hands, which means he can't up his armor. So he's going to take damage. He's taking a D4. No bonus, because only 1 on him. Yule, unfortunately, I think, just took 4 damage. So Yule takes 4. Poor Yule, man. I'm sorry, buddy. You take 4. As he gets hit, he's got to hold on. He's getting his rope out, tightening in as well, so he can't fall and die. I guess now we go into our initiative rounds. All right, everybody. You ready? That was kind of like our freebie round. We're going to roll initiative now, everyone. Yule, her, baddies. Ooh. So she's got, what is that, 3. We'll put her initiative down the side. So the bad guys have 11, 12, 13, 14. So I'm going to put 14 here. For the pig dark mantles. He got a 10, right? 10. And his bonus is 2, so 10, 11. He's after them. And she's after them. Because Sofix got a 3. I think her bonus is 2 as well. So 3, 4, 5, because I knocked it. 7. So 7 for her. And this is Sofix. Sofix and Yule. They go first. That's not good. They fly down. Whoosh. Torch goes out. We're out of light. We're in the dark. We have a disadvantage on everything until we get a torch going again. And according to the rules, they put out torchlight and there's no roll required. And all monsters in Shadowdark can see in the dark. So they go first. I think that on a wall, 3 can attack you at a time. I think 2 more fly down to attack Yule. There's no cards to do for that. We already spent a green, a blue. We can't get above their initiative. This is the beginning of a new round. I guess we could put disadvantage on that roll if you want them to go before. But we can only use 1 green, 1 blue, 1 purple, 1 gold a turn. Because we are a group. Right? We are a group. So they fly in and attack. So we got 2 attacks. 3 per. So I'm going to do group attacks. I'm just going to give them a bonus to their damage. I'm going to keep the same roll as they're flying and attacking them. And so, I guess I can just do 3 attacks. So let's get their ACs. Sofix is a 12 and Yule's a 12. Okay, this is easy. Yule's an 11. Oh no, Yule's a 13. They're a 14. She's a 14. Yule's a 13. She's a 14. All right. 14s. No hit, no hit, hit. So she's going to take damage on this one. So she takes 1d4. 1d4. 4 points. Great. Fucking great. That's 6. But that means her damage goes up 1. I'm going to start her damage bonus here. This is her, what is her ability called? Blood Rage? I'll do it here. Blood Rage. That's a +1 damage because she took 5 points in a blow. Okay? 3 fly down to hit her. Come on, shitty rolls. Come on, shitty rolls. No hit, no hit. One hit? That's it? You can take a hit. You can take 1 more. We're good. We're good. Ooh, but it is another 3. 3 to Yule. So we're going to go back to Yule. 3. So he's at 7. Damage taken so far. He can't take another blow now. He's like, I can't keep doing this fight. We are in the dark. You have to do something. So it goes to her. Audience. Let's get some rolls together. We've not used any cards yet. Let's go with extra damage from Star Drew. Let's grab armor up. No. Wounded. We'll do, you're right. Wounded monster, because that kills 1. Wounded monster. She Spartan kicks 1. That kills 1, because wounded monster lowers their hit points by 10. So that kills 1. So 1's not on her. And then we'll see if we need purple. So let me get a d20 roll from you all. 2 d20. Sorry, we're at disadvantage. We are at disadvantage. I did all that work to save him and you kill him? Nick, look, I'm not trying to kill him. She has a chance to kill 2 more right now. And if they go to half, we're going to make a morale check. As the smell of onions is coming. The smell of onions is on the way. Speaking of onions, I'm going to need my lovely Shadowdark screen. A 9 and a 12. That's still enough to hit. Give me 2d12, audience. And then give me a third d12 on its own as we cleave. We're going to have to roll some distances here. So I want this out. If you don't own this, I highly recommend it. It's got really good charts on the inside. So, distances. Okay. Give me those D12s. Let's see how we do here. These things only have 4 hit points. So we can blow through one, kill the other. That 8 will kill one. That 6 will kill one. All right. So we got rid of 2. She, hanging on the wall, cleaves through the ones that are there with her greatsword. Feet off the wall. The rope's hopefully supporting her. It's a really good question. Did the rope support her? Because you knock it into the wall, but you just never know. First action. I'm going to make this easy. I don't want to say she just dies. I'm going to say there's a good chance that it does. We're going to use her strength roll to make sure she beat at least a difficulty of 12 to get that in the wall right. Oh. Fuck. She swings with all of her might. Great sword through, kills 2. That's an 8. 9 from the bonus. We have to spend a breacher point. We have to spend a breacher point. We spent 2 for her so far. We got to add a D6. 9. Come on. We need a 12. 9. We need at least a 3. Eight is her base with strength. 9 from the powerful. 9, 10, 11. She doesn't make the 12. Do we spend another breacher point? I think we have to. Because if we fall, we die. We're spending another breacher point. Come on, 3 up. All right. The rope stays. The camera zooms in, the python in the wall that she slammed in, and the rope hangs. It takes us to Yule. Yule, come on, little buddy. I want to roll for you. I want to roll for you, buddy. We're gonna give him extra damage from Star Drew. Let's go. Disadvantage. 6. His bonus is not great. Yule's bonus is not great. It is finesse, though. Well, I fucked this up, actually. He's got a 2, because it is a finesse weapon. So 6, 7, 8 is not enough to hit. He swings wildly. Wildly to hit. Fails. I'm gonna spend his 1 point to re-roll. He's got to roll disadvantage. We have to roll disadvantage because of darkness. He's just swinging wildly with this ink blade, trying to hit one so he can mark it. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. We go back to the top of the list. We are currently at 6 of the 17 dead. Right? I'm going to attack 2, come down and replace, and they're going to attack. So 3 attacks on her again. No. Yes, yes. She's going to take 2 dice of damage. Okay. 5 in total. Well, but it wasn't 5 from a hit. So she doesn't get another damage bonus. But she is going to take the damage. So another 5. Right? 5. So 11. Okay? 11 damage so far. She's still standing. She's a tough one. She get D12 hit points with Berserker. And it says that 5 hit points of damage taken after every 5. Oh, no, so she does. So she's now, her damage bonus is now, her rage is at 2 for damage. All right. We're not looking good. We're not looking good here, everybody. It is the curse of the 666 world. You're not wrong. Now for our little buddy Yule. 3 on Yule. Sorry, buddy. I would like to use a purple card to make them re-roll this crit. I don't want our little dude getting crit. Do we purple that? I guess it doesn't matter. He's just going to go down. Because this hit as well. So he's down. He's at 0 hit points. Well, actually, oh, fuck. If he got hit and they're eating him now. Yeah, we have to force that reroll. We have to force the reroll. We have to. We have to, or he dies. So we're going to go up here. We're going to use the reroll card from Serving Hands. We're going to force a reroll on this. Still hits, but it's not crit. And we're going to force a disadvantage on this. So we got a 10 and a 4. He only gets hit once for regular damage. Because that'll miss. That now misses. This hits. So we got one hit on the little guy. One hit on the little guy. Because we forced that disadvantage on him, which made all the difference. So his blue card and his purple card is spent. So he can't use any of those this turn. That means he's taking 1d4 of damage. Yule currently has only 2 hit points left until he goes to 0. Come on, 1. It's a 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 1. The die. Oh, God. Yule, buddy. You gotta get your shit together here, man. Yule's freaking out. Now, audience, we have an option. We have a secret door card, but we only have 1. Do we want to say and this is from Nick in chat. Do we want to say there is a secret door here that they can see and just have to get to? Or, hear me out, Kyle played an unknown, which is unknown technology, I think is what it is. Yeah, unknown technology. There could be some unknown piece of like artifact or and thing around here. I think that's too much. I think we go with secret door. Oh. And that's the timer. So even if he tries to relight the torch, it's toast. Because it doesn't put the torchlight out. Yule's like, the fire's out. I don't feel heat anymore. It's what he says and yells to Sophix. We're going to use the secret door. I think Yule is the most likely to find it. Yule's like, there is a crumbled in area here. I think this might have been a shaft. Maybe some of the shaft crumbled, but I think we can crawl through. We're going to have to ask the Oracle this. This is only fair, Oracle. Oracle, are we within 1 move from this? We used a card. I'm going to give us advantage because of this. I'm going to take us back to the Shadowdark solo piece. Turn this off. We have advantage. Advantage on this roll. Is it within 1 move? Are you fucking kidding me? No, it's not within 1 move, but there is a secret door. So he would yell, on the back side of the lift, over there, we gotta move. I think she's strong enough to carry the both of them. Yule is gonna climb up onto her back and take a swing at disadvantage. Right? To try to hit one of the Dark Mantles. 7, 8, 9, not enough. He swings, but not enough to get him off. We are going to go to her. I think we're going to do a quicker card, which is a +10 to speed. And she is going to grab the rope, drop down in faith of her ability, and run across the wall and jump for the fucking door where he's pointing. He's riding on her back. Yeah, we have to move in the dark. She's just riding the wall. And he sees a glint of light in a crack on the wall on the far side. So she's going to swing on the rope. It's 2 moves, which means I'm using my move and my action. We are climbing. We have better movement. She is strong. What is her background? She's a painter. Not going to help in this situation. Everything's a disadvantage. I think this is hard. Actually, this might be extreme, audience. Are we looking at a 15 or an 18 to do this? I feel like we're tied. We at least are tied. And that's an advantage because we're roped. Darkness is a disadvantage. I think we're just rolling a regular die. I don't think we have a hard disadvantage. I think the rope and being tied is going to help. We have 60 foot, which is double move. We're going to lose the rope, though, which sucks. I think this has got to be an 18. I think it has to be. Currently have a +4. All right, we need 18. +4. Come on, Sofix. Berserker. Prove it. On the money. On the money. She runs with that 60-foot walk, drops, runs across, swings to the fucking gap, and grabs a hold of it. There's no attacks opportunity in this game. We don't have to worry about the Dark Mantles hitting us. They have to double move to get to us, which means they will not be able to hit us this round because they have a near move. We get to the wall. Rope is taut as she's holding on. She's like, you'll climb through the fucking hole. Dark Mantle's double move is a swarm flying down after us. It goes back to Yule. Yule climbs into the hole over her and gets through. He's small enough to slide through. He's going to activate his invisibility so they don't attack him. So he climbs through and goes invisible. Boom, gone. Gone. I think she is going to do another... I'm going to do another quicker card to give her 10 foot of movement. She is going to climb through and she's going to reach back and she's going to pull with all of her might to save the rope with that pipe. We put it in. We just hit our mark with a 15. She needs a 15 or higher to yank that bitch out of the wall. Let's go. Doesn't work. She cuts the rope. We have lost her rope. Her rope is gone. We're going to cut that off. Where's that at? She's lost her 60-footer rope. It is gone. That's bad. As he cuts that, she cuts that and climbs in the hole. The Dark Mantles start pounding against this piece. As this is going on, you see the mollusk come climbing down the wall, climbs into it. A group of 3 are going to attack our mollusk because they are neutral. They just want food. The smell of onion is getting more putrid. Can I please have a roll from the group for how far the smell of onion is? I need a D6 roll. This is for how far away this creature will be. D6. We want a high number. We want like a 5 or 6 on this shit. 5 or 6. I'm going to roll 2d6 for what this creature is doing. 2d6 for what this creature is doing. So we have a 5. It is currently eating. It's trying to eat. The snail's going to get attacked 3 times. A 3. Okay, thank you. No hits on the snail. It's bouncing off its mollusky hide, everybody. Bouncing off its mollusky hide. No problems at all. 0 problems. So let me take us to... I was going to bring up the big map here. I think I will, actually. Let me bring up our big map. No, just go back to here. I'll keep here. I was going to go to a big map that we have, but it's not worth it. So we got a 3. Was that the first roll? A 3 for the D6 for the distance? Is that serving hands? Okay. That means it was near. Climbing down is this weird tentacled monster. The first tentacle slaps onto the secret door where we are. He's like, I'm going to light a torch. It doesn't make any difference. And he reaches down. He pulls a torch out of his bag to use another one. The one we just had burnt out. You're now on our last torch. As it starts climbing by, the smell of like just strong BO like onion can be just wafting through the air. As 1 foot and like sludge as it is swatting dark mantles and eating them whole. This is one of my favorite creatures in all of fantasy role-playing. As the light comes on and it crawls back, we can see it. Let me grab our description. I need someone to give me percentile rules for why this monster is a little different in the wall than it is in a normal fantasy setting. Let me get the actual fat-bodied, ugly, smelly, stumpy, 3-legged beast with barbed tentacles, vast mouths, the smell of rot, filth, and onion. 69 again. Well, you guys only really have one number in your thing, huh? You only got one number? Is that the only number you guys got? Is that the only number you got? I feel like it is. I feel like it's the only thing you got. This thing is, I have place trait. I'm going to make it a stronger version of my favorite monster. One of my favorite monsters. The Otug. Otiug. The creature, the cleaner of the walls. Cleaner of the walls. I'm going to raise its DC check by 1, making it a more powerful version because it says to increase a stat on that number. AC 13, 35 hit points, 2 tentacles, a creature of disease and rot as it starts swatting and eating these dark mantles, climbing down the wall. I was not expecting an Otiug out of the gate. And it's got a DC 16. As we climb into the wall to get away from the scent and the creatures, the thing moving by, leaving us alone, devouring the dark mantles. Yule looks to Sophix. I'm not feeling good. Sophix, we gotta make camp somewhere. Because when we can camp, we need to bandage you up. You need food. Yeah. He lifts his arm. He's just got a gash through it. She goes, don't worry. It's scars. It'll bring character. Okay. Let me check the maps. Let's get somewhere safe. Let me see if I know of a spot here that we can camp. With that said, I have added new rules to sojourn camps. Sojourn camps are areas inside the wall that are left behind with areas to rest. Now, you can see that I gave a sample map in here. Sample map. And in this sample map, I put that there is a possible one here. And I'm going to use this one because we haven't marked them on the map yet. I made this one, so it makes sense to me. The towers are not a regular campfire. The towers are rooks. This is important. So we climb through the secret passage, climb up and get to a little bit of a level area. We needed to talk about a rook camp. Rook camps are fairly cool. A rook camp is a guild's deliberate foothold inside the wall. It's established at strategic points to control travel between districts. That means either between 2 points there or inside the wall. And this is a perfect spot next to the lift. We need to roll, they are rare. We need to roll the condition of this rook. So we're going to go down to the camp condition table, everybody. I need a d6 roll twice. One for the occupied reaction and one for the condition of the rook. There is a chance this could save these two. We might be stumbling upon a camp where we can rest, or we might be stumbling on enemies and into a worse situation than we already left. So give me 2d6 rolls. Our first roll for Michael is a 3. A 3 means yes, it is neutral. We have a -10 to our roll. Now give me a d6 roll for the condition. What condition are we in? Is it ruined? Is it spoiled? Is it raided? Is it weakened? Or is it intact or fortified? This is what we're looking for. Come on, 6, baby. A 1. It's ruined. But there is an encounter here. Can I please get percentile rolls? We're going to be taking -10 off of these. Percentile rolls. It is ruined. We found an old rook that was built in here. Yule marks it on the map. He's like, guys, Suffix, I know there's a rook around here. It's super old. It's only rumored in the guild hall registry that we had one on one of these lifts. I know that it collapsed and there was a mine collapse here. I don't know how much of the rook is going to be left, but at least it's cover. At least it's cover, right? Right? I just want to point out that you rolled a 4 with a -10. The minimum is 1. As we climb through this old beaten path, everything is destroyed and fallen down. In the distance, we can see a large 3-story building just covered in rubble from the collapse that's here. There is a door. There is a way in. He goes, hold on a minute. And he waves his torch up. There's red mold everywhere here. We can't. We're going to have to burn our way into here. She goes, if we have to burn our way in, we burn our way in for a place to stay. Okay, let's burn our way in. Do you have a torch left, Sofix? She goes, do we really want to use 2 torches right now? Well, you got torches. We need to burn this stuff fast to get in. I'm going to light one with you. Let's burn away. So they're both going to light a torch. We're going to go up into here. I'm going to put 60 minutes on the clock. I'm going to start it. Both of them taking time, but not a lot, burning their way through. We're going to roll for each of them just to make sure they can get this done in time. The mollusk is with us. It made it through as well. We still haven't named our mollusk, which I'm going to put a vote. I think I'll put a vote in our Discord on the name of the mollusk. For those who aren't in there, there's a Discord link there in chat. All right. Here we go. Going back to table. The mollusk is with us. We're going to start burning stuff up. I marked hers already, but we don't need a pink one. I'm going to say this is easy. It's a 9. It's dex or intelligence, whatever they're better in. Easily enough. They burn their way to this fort. Scorch it. They get to the door. Sofix hits the door once and shoulders it. It is in ruin. I think while it is in ruin, it is easy to get in. Shoulders the door open. The door pops. Inside, covered in mold. They start burning everything away. They build a bonfire to set up. It's like, let's search this place for rations. We only have enough food for one day. We set up camp. Now, I already rolled. All right, sorry, I already have pulled up how bad this is. Earlier, serving hands rolled a 4. We have a -10 because this place is not hostile, but it is in ruin. That puts us into the first chart. And that first chart, there's a chance of bad stuff. Worst case scenario. A massive, multi-headed beast has claimed the camp. As we set up, one crawls through another tunnel around the back of the building. The footsteps can be heard as the two are getting ready to camp for the night. Heads coil through the fire pit, through the doors, the barricade. As an 8-headed hydra comes in, spewing red mold all over the inside of its now home. It has been here for a while. Sofix and Yule go, we do not need another fucking hydra. Why? And we're going to cut there. As the red mold hydra, covered in gel-like, almost pomegranate seeds of red, starts spewing mold everywhere. And we'll be back next Thursday to see if this group can make it out of here with a clock that's right now, sitting at 57 minutes before we turn everything off. We are in a danger zone, everybody. If you're interested in learning more about Breachers in Shadowdark or the setting, check out either my Patreon page, my itch, or you can go look up Breachers on DriveThruRPG. The first volume is out now. It's a 54-page book with all of the glory you could ask for on how to run your own Breacher games, with ways to roll for your adventures based on the 4 themes, with secret NPCs that have level-based secrets that come out with them. On top of that, there are 2 new classes, the Berserker and the Cartographer, which we are playing today. That's it for me here for Breachers in Shadowdark, but this is still EFP, everyone. So stay fucking rotten. Click around, you know the links, you know the deal. Pound it like it's hot. No more 666. Maybe next week will be better. All right, so we're done recording. We'll stay live for a minute. Woo! Let's do our experience. I think that's important for this, to end out our show. All right? I'm going to go into into the Shadowdark book. I can't believe we have a red mold here. Red mold hydra. Rook found. Ruined. Red mold hydra. Hydra. I think we're probably going to have to use the silence spell to sneak out. This is fucking the worst thing you could roll. Even with a -10, if we had been in the 40s, we could have got something. The fact that there's nothing left here and it's ruined sucks. It's just a place to rest. But it's not safe, so we can't rest here. So that's bad. It's really bad, everybody. So let's go here. Let's go down to our cheat sheets. Hide the moles can creep away. I mean, technically speaking, the moles can hold 10 slots. People count as 4. They have a lot of weight on them, so that won't work. I ain't in charge of the digi dice. Shit happens, my friends. Shit happens. So, XP. Level advancement. Where's the XP? I need to write this down again. Carousing, downtime, example of play. Why is there not just an XP area? Why is there not... See, level advancement. That's not it. They're like 90 something. Nick, do you remember what the XP table is? Because I don't. It's before all that. There's no way. Is it in venturing? I think it's like right here.
Hold your savior!
Add carousing. Yeah, if we get to carouse, that'd be great. I am but a poor victim in this sad affair. Turn orders. Crawling. Conditions. I'm going to write this down on every page now. It's going to be a new thing that gets added to every sheet. Combat actions. Hexes, downtime, carousing, wizards and thieves, games, example of play, game mastering. It's random encounters. It's right around here. Boarding XP. All right. Boarding XP. Ruined. Let's do our XP. We did not find a lot. We survived today. Right? Did not find a lot. So let's do our XP. I think, well, we have the +5 from last session. We need to add this. Okay? I think finding the rook is important, but it's damaged. It's not in the best shape. So I think the rook is worth 3. Because this could be brought back as information, and we can tell them what's going on, right? It is based on loot, boons, value, all that kind of stuff. I think the one thing that is in here that's next to the camp, I think that at the beginning of the next session, we're going to do that magical item card and pull a magical item card and have it be the only thing that wasn't found in here. I think that'd be a great thing. Like if it was overlooked, I'm going to mark magic item card next session. I also think we can use the unknown card to maybe get out of here. Because I could see them having a teleportation circle here because it's an old rook. You know what I mean? I could see that being something that's near the center of the map. So these are 2 really important things we should do. Anything else besides the 3 for the rook? We survived, we climbed, we didn't find anything. I think clever thinking. Yeah. I think with some ingenious actions. Okay. No trophies, no magic items, no oath, secrets, or blessings, no golden gems. Yeah, I think that's it. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 XP. All right. So let's go over and add this to our sheets. So 9 for her and 9 for Yule. Oh, finding a secret door. We'll do 2 for clever thinking. We'll do 2. Right? So we'll do 10. That's a good call. Good call. Very good call. Well, surviving, classing, lift, that's just part of the game. But looking for a secret door to get out, that makes sense. So we got 10. I'm going to save her. Yule. Little buddy's hurt and we need to rest. He's got 1 hit point left. All right, I want to save him. So that was Breachers and Shadowdark co-op, everybody. Co-op dark, co-dark, audience dark. I still need a name for it, but Breachers. That is Breachers. A lot of weird stuff, a lot of mutations, a lot of fun things to add your monsters. I'm going to have a monster table to make things slightly different. Like I'm going to have my own monsters on cards, but I'm going to have a recipe card that you can flip that has cool tables on it that you can add to your monsters. And at the bottom of that monster sheet, there's going to be a little box where you can write in the special thing for the monsters in the games that you're running. Right? When you rest, you fully heal. When you rest, you fully heal. That doesn't do anything. Serving hands. We actually need a magical item, or we need a spell or a scroll. Because those are made to add on to other healing. They're not made for sleep healing. Sleeping, you just get it all back. I heart heals, baby. So I think that's it for us. Good. Welcome back. God damn, that was fucking intense. 666, a bunch of ones. Nothing was going right. The fucking lift collapsed. Like, this couldn't have went worse. Couldn't have went worse. We still survived, though. We still survived. Cleave, baby. Cleave for win. But that's it for me, everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed coming back to Breachers and Shadowdark. I love running this. I think it's super fun. We'll be back next Thursday, willing that the internet is functioning, unlike this morning. I got up early to like prep stuff. I prepped all these things. I go to hit play, internet's down. The stress involved, yeah, Diana would have crapped herself serving hands. But you can go pick up all the other stuff. If you are part of the Patreon and you want to pick up that stuff, there is, at the $5 level, you get the free PDFs if you're at the $5 level. And then otherwise, you can find them on itch.io or you can find them over on DriveThruRPG. All the links, I think I have a button for it on here. Let me see. I thought I had a Breachers one. Let's find out. I thought I had a Breachers one. Huh. Maybe not. Maybe it went down. I have them all in a file. Like links. And I thought I had them in this. Oh yeah, it did come up. There you go. There's the Patreon one. But where's the Breacher links? Breacher links. You can find them all on everything. Itch.io and everywhere else. If you haven't picked them up, support the channel. It's one of the best ways. Itch is the best version to support, or Patreon. Drive through. I get it. If your library is there, go get your shit there. But that's it for me, everyone. Of course, if you are watching this afterwards because you watched the full live stream instead of the video that's going to go out later, you know the routine. Click the stuff that's here and there. I don't have a Patreon set up for this page because this is an old overlay. I do want to thank our patrons for making this shit possible. Like, I could not do this without the patron supporters. This month, I'm going to be putting out the updated version of Magic and Monsters Marks of Men. That'll have all the courts and the court abilities in it, based around Daggerheart. I'll also have an update pipeline for what I'm going to be doing for Magic and Monsters. And then I'm currently working on all of the Breacher monster cards over this fall into winter. Hopefully, we'll be able to get those printed. I think I'm going to do a Kickstarter for them to print them out. And then find a way to get us some Breacher recipe card boxes. Some of these. So you can keep all your stuff in this. But that's it for me. Fun episode as always. You know the routine. Bats! Stay fucking rotten, everyone.